everybody, welcome to another edition of Monsoon Live right here on YouTube. I'm your host, Jeffrey Monsoon Mysick, and sitting next to me, my buddy Rodney Allen. Rodney?
How you doing, guys?
Man.
Thank you, Jeff.
Like I said, we're just sitting back talking about your MMA career. I know you're just starting out.
Yeah, I've only been training, I think not even 2 years yet. Just straight MMA.
Well, what got you into it?
Shockingly, I was watching MTV, and I don't know if you remember, Jason Mayhem used to have a show called Bully Beatdown.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, this is cool. This is what it is. So I started following him. I think that's when he was doing the Ultimate Fighter with Michael Bisping. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I would like to try this because I had maybe 4 months wrestling in high school as a freshman. So that was like 4 years ago, 2008. No, 2008. So that was a while ago. So that was like my only experience wrestling. Like, this seems fun. I didn't think I would want to do it as a career. I was like, I like it, so why not?
Now, did any of that? I know you did wrestling what for 4 years?
No, not even 4 years. Like 4 months probably. I didn't even finish my freshman year wrestling, and I was just practice squad, no competition, no nothing.
Now, did any of that? Did you try to remember any of that when you started, or
I tried, but like it was so long ago. Like, certain things connect, but you really don't remember everything from high school.
Mm-hmm. Now, when you started out, what was the hardest thing that you had to deal with when you first started out?
When I first started out, striking for one, but being used to being on your back, I had to get real. I wasn't ever comfortable with that. Now, I don't mind being on my back, actually. I actually sometimes will pull a guard when it's just tournaments and stuff like that. So that was my main thing, just being comfortable on your back and then trying to get out. Striking actually was hard at first, but that came naturally, shockingly.
Yeah. Now, I know you're just starting out. Mm-hmm. You're 0-1. You can check out his fight actually on our sister station. It's completely aired there. We were there at the XCC. What did you learn from that? What did you take away from that?
Well, from that fight, I took away a couple things. I was preparing to fight like as a professional, so I was training, to fight 5-minute rounds. I was working more on cardio and like being able to take my time, slow the pace down. But in an amateur fight, especially for your first fight, you only have 2 minutes. So. And those 2 minutes go by really fast. You don't realize it. You get taken down, you take down someone, and you hear, that clap, like, oh, it's only 10 seconds left in the round. Wow. And so when you're used to 5 minutes, you know how to pace yourself, where in at 2 minutes now, it's like, all right, now you just got to go. You just got to go, push the pace, push the pace, push the pace. So that's the main thing I took from that fight. The other thing is I was trying to force the takedown too much. I think I should have let that just come to me naturally, work on my striking. And I was bigger than my opponent. I was longer, so I didn't use my length as much as I should have.
Now, you and I have been talking about fighters. You had a fight that was supposed to be scheduled in June.
Yep.
What happened with that?
I have no clue. I think that was the 3rd or 4th guy to pull out on me. I think it was because I was making my lightweight. I was going to be making my lightweight debut. So I'm not sure why guys kept on. I know one guy just didn't answer the call. 2 other guys just didn't want to fight, and then my replacement, I think he was my replacement, and then they said he didn't just want to fight anymore. So okay, well, and that was a tough camp for me because I was getting injured constantly. I had my knee messed up. I was like, all right, I'm pushing you because I'm a competitor. I want to win. So I was like, I just want to get back. I just want to get back in the ring, just win this next fight, and just all right, that's next. But that's the amateur game. It's a problem with the amateur game because guys aren't held accountable yet. If I was a professional, I would still be getting paid. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I learned from that. I'm like, all right, well, I'm still ready to fight.
Now, you were talking about your injuries for training. What has been your worst injury?
My worst injury actually that happened from training. My worst injury was I tore my meniscus playing basketball a while ago. That was the worst injury I've had. And my career. Other than that, it's mainly just been sprains here. I slightly dislocated my shoulder in training. It was like a really bad sprain. I got me and my training partner Dustin going through some wrestle motions, and I just landed awkward on the shoulder. So I just thought, okay, well, it's just gonna hurt for a little bit. But it was really, like, really stiff. I couldn't do this for like the longest of time. So yeah, that was like the worst. That was the worst injury in training. Yeah.
And I hear everyone whine about jammed up hands. We have guys out there. I do know one of our folks out there has always asked us. You're talking about the different ways because you're started out in welterweight and you're going down. Is it hard for you to make that weight, or is it easy for you?
Not really. I cut to 165 like it was nothing. I actually came in underweight for my 170 debut. I came in I think 167 or 168, and I didn't even cut any water weight for that. That was just all dieting. So I know making 155 wouldn't be too much of an issue for me.
Now, what sacrifices have you made in your early career?
Money, basically. I tell people in life that my two passions are MMA and money, making money. So if I'm not training, I'm making money. If I'm not making money, I want to train. So during the camp, I was sacrificing. I'm working maybe 2 days a week, going from 2 days a week making like 500 a week to like now I'm making maybe 200, maybe 150 a week, just so I can train and prepare for this fight. So that's why when I say like this aggravation about an amateur pulling out, it's annoying because now I'm like, all right, I lost money, now I don't even get the fight now.
When's your next fight? Is there any on the horizon?
There's no news on the next fight yet. I decided to take a break just so I can like heal my knee up and like at least enjoy my summer for a little bit. But I plan on coming back in the fall.
Nice. Well, I know we have some time. Why don't we show the folks at home some of your skills?
Okay.
Maybe you can teach me a couple of things.
All right.
So sit back and enjoy this. All right, Rodney's here is going to show me how not to get taken down and ways I can actually take somebody down so I don't fall on my butt all the time, because I know you guys have seen it where I get my butt kicked all the time. So, Rodney,
All right.
take it away, man.
So first we're going to start off with just high crotch.
Okay.
So usually when I go for a high crotch, you come in deep, and one of the things you want to make sure, you want to come in real deep. Basically forearm to crotch, that's why it's called high crotch.
Okay.
Then when you come up, I like to lock my arms like this, but you can also gable grab, either or. So I come up, and then basically all you're doing is stepping over your knee, lifting up, and then you just dump your guy.
Wow.
And it's all in just leg strength. You're not using your back for anything. It's just basically doing a squat. That's all you're doing. So usually if I'm here, you're going, and then under, go up, make sure my head's up properly, and then you just dump.
Okay.
One of the main things is when you do shoot him, you want to make sure your head is completely up. So I actually kind of come to this side. So you want to make sure your head is completely up, and not right here, because usually if you go right here, a guy can come in, he like tries to guillotine you. So it's one thing, because here, pressing, and then slow down. That's the main technique I've been working on lately.
Now, how can somebody avoid that? Like, as they're coming in?
Well, you want to shoot in. One thing I've been to make sure you get your leg on the outside.
No.
So no, I'm saying at the defense.
Okay.
So you come in, you shoot, get your leg on the outside, and then you want to push right here at the crown, or if you can, like get like a nice good shot, just push out.
Okay.
That's basically my way of defending it now.
Now, is there any other takedowns besides? Like,
Oh yeah, we can do every single leg. So one of the main things I had in my last fight is, so mom used so I would be deep, and on the single, the leg would be up and the guy would be right here. So what you want to do is you want to make sure, like I said, head up, you want to step back, grab down by the ankle, kill down.
now, is there any defense to that?
Defense to that, so what you want to do is over here, you basically just don't, you want to make sure it's on the outside. If it comes in, then you're in trouble.
You're
Make sure here, or if you do come inside, what you want to do, put all your weight down on this foot. So you want to like step down with this foot down.
Okay.
Right, so go try. You want push your leg down. Yeah, it makes it harder. But now I gotta be back. Yeah. Yep. And this is basically what I was having trouble with in my last fight. Guy kept going in, I didn't pull a leg out.
Well, didn't you tell me about Taj, your last opponent, that his brother was your coach?
Yeah, he was. Kenny was my wrestling captain when I did train wrestling.
Well, now folks, now you know how to avoid the takedowns. Real quick, is there anybody you want to give a shout out to or to folks?
Oh, sure. I like to shout out my coaches, Frank, Rick at Balance Northeast, all my training partners, Dustin, Kyle, Art, Basil, Anton, Cody, all those guys at Balance, they're all great guys. So, yeah, that's about it.
Well, man, thanks for being on the show.
No problem.
It was great.
Like I said, I'm a watcher, so I couldn't turn the opportunity down. And
like I said, folks, when his next fight is, we'll be covering it as well. We'll have it on our Facebook site as well. But guys, that's it for Monsoon Live this week. And as always, keep it real. That was pretty so nice to keep on special.
Yeah, that's really all it is. You put all your weight in. All the weight in. Yeah, I was trying not to. I'm looking at you.